the people that are singing the Pure Imagination parody where he's just going
Clinton Steel,
chicken jockey, like that's better than anything in that movie.
Hi, we are HubWorld, the only place on the internet to see multiple fun dudes, 3 fun dudes.
Yeah.
Play.
Have fun.
Video games together.
Another.
This is 2 dudes right now.
3 dudes duding out.
Yes.
You know?
But this is 2 dudes and 1 Sonic Unleashed.
We should call ourselves 3 dudes.
Yeah, 3 dudes.
The 3 Dudes Show.
I think that's a really good name, to tell you the truth.
They just drop you right in. There's no introduction to the level. It's like...
Nah, dude, it's just Alaska. But in any event, we're back with Sonic Unleashed. We were having a conversation about The Last of Us before, which we will not continue because it deals slightly with spoilers from the show. Yeah,
for sure. It's at the point in the show where big spoiler things have happened, you know?
Yes. And at this point, like, I to be fair, I hate spoilers in all regard. I was watching Pop Culture Jeopardy with the fabulous host Colin Jost.
Really?
Yeah, have you watched it?
Oh my God, have I watched it, and do I have some thoughts?
How many episodes have you watched?
I've watched the whole thing.
Okay, so I think to be fair, we have not watched the whole thing as a house.
Yeah.
But I think it gets a lot better after, like, episode 5.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. Okay,
in the first 5, he's really awkward. He's trying his best. He's making jokes like it's Weekend Update.
Yes.
And he's doing his best, and, like, you know, he moves it forward, whatever. But, like, it's kind of choppy. It's weird. He, like, very clearly is getting a fat paycheck for it, and, like, that's the only reason he's there. But after episode 5, I feel as though Colin got some sort of pointers from Ken about how to host the show and, like, what audiences are looking for. He kind of stops the whole jokey bit. I mean, he still does it, but it doesn't take up 12 years.
Yeah.
Like it did before. And it's fun. I mean, there's some rules I don't like in Pop Culture Jeopardy. I do wish it was a little bit more like Virgin Jeopardy. But
is that what they call it?
Yeah, that's non-alcoholic Jeopardy.
Okay.
You know, but alas, I like the rule changes. I think the triple play is something that just needs to be washed during the second season. That's boring to me. And I agree.
Yeah.
I think
the
if
people
I
was watching it with didn't like it either. To be
I think
honest.
if they're gonna do it, they need to allow partial credit points for each team that gets it. Like, you know, if
like you don't lose points if you get it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I don't think so. I think it's fine because if you get 1 and don't know the other 2, you lose points. If you get 2 and don't know the third, you get 1 answer worth of points, and if you get all 3, that's like an extra reward. So there's a good like amount of punishment and reward for it.
Yeah,
but I've heard all sides of the spectrum. I've heard it needs to be less punishing, and I've heard it needs to be more punishing.
The triple play?
Yeah, and I think what I really think is they should get rid of it as well. I agree.
I think it just it's
I think maybe they should maybe do something different, or maybe they should like Celebrity Jeopardy has triple Jeopardy, and it's mostly just to have more airtime with the actual celebrities and everything.
Yeah,
and also because the caliber of trivia is like a little bit easier.
Oh, it's not a little bit. Come on, you're being generous.
That's true. So like balance wise, it makes more sense. But my thoughts on Colin Jost as host, and I was a little bit more harsh in a recording session with Solar talking about it. I thought that pretty much what you were saying, where like it's pretty awkward at first because he is trying to channel some of that Weekend Update stuff.
Yeah,
and most of that hinges on like him and Michael Che like saying uncomfortable jokes to each other, or making each other say uncomfortable stuff,
which does not work in
That's
the Jeopardy
not what
setting.
Jeopardy is at all, you know?
No.
But also the way it kind of comes off is he sometimes makes jokes at the contestants' expenses.
Yes.
You know, and
he's
that's
like, so you guys are dweeby, huh? You know?
And to me, the worst thing I can say about it is it kind of comes off like he's like, I'm famous, you're not.
Yeah.
You know, like that's kind of the vibe I get.
Yeah, because it's some weird shit like what was E.T.'s best friend's pen pal's name?
Yeah,
and
someone
they
knows it, and he's like, of course you'd know that, or something like that, or you know, like
he's like, what freakazoid would know that?
Yeah,
I agree.
Like, it's just like a little bit like mean to say to like a for all intents and purposes a rando, you know, like
just someone you're hosting, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like the host should be like a welcoming kind of vibe, but then the jokes are kind of at the trivia's expense. If no one knows it, he's like, yeah.
He's like, why would you know that?
Another thing that he does a lot of the time, and you as soon as I say it, you'll be like, yeah. Whenever there's a rap lyric, he's like, come on, you're going to make my white ass say this?
Yeah.
Like every time without fail.
He
and
loves
it's like,
to bring up his race, which like more power to him, I guess. But like, it's just.
You can say rap lyrics.
You're not, you know. It's not the set of Django Unchained. You know?
It kind of like wraps back around to like being problematic again because of how averse he is to saying rap lyrics as a white man.
It's just kind of. I mean, it's goofy.
It's not. Yeah, like I'm reading too much into it, but it's like it's a little bit silly. Like that part to me, I was like, that's just like his go-to joke whenever there's a rap lyric on screen, and especially if someone doesn't get it, he's like, "You really made me read that."
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Whereas like Alex Trebek, God rest his soul, would have like fun with it.
Yeah, I think so.
he would just send it.
Yeah.
And people would giggle in the audience, and he's like, I'm reading the answer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. But you called him an amazing host, or you called him like a. You said he was a really good host.
I mean, I enjoy him. I don't think he's like Ken Jennings level, but I think it's like he's starting out, and for what he does, like I think he's a funny comedian. I think he's, probably a nice guy in person. I have no idea. I've never met him.
I will say I kind of miss him a little bit. I just said all those things, but you know what, Colin? I miss your ass.
Yeah,
man.
He's a warm presence on Amazon Prime.
If you hosted regular Jeopardy like once in a blue moon, like once in a blue moon, like maybe Ken has a stomach ache or something.
I'd rather have
Mayim Bialik.
Yes.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes, but apparently she couldn't do it because of SAG-AFTRA stuff or like something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
I didn't really know any of this.
I mean, I like her. Don't get me wrong. It's just
I don't really have any opinion about her. Like, I don't really. I watched The Big Bang Theory when I was in like middle school, and that's my experience with her. And now I'm a Young Sheldon fanatic.
Yes.
But she's not in that.
You love being a fan of every crappy show.
No. Okay, listen, I didn't just talk about how I was watching the Cleveland show and I had tears for every single episode. We're almost done with the full series now. And like almost the overwhelming majority of episodes are like in the nothing special tier or below.
That's true.
But
no, I'm just dogging on
No, Young Sheldon's great. I'm not going to lie, man. Like I thought the same exact thing when Young Sheldon was announced. I was like, this is cringe.
And then you watched it and you were like, wait, this is kind of fire though.
It's genuinely like... I think it's one of my favorite sitcoms I've seen in a while.
Really?
I think it's one of my favorite sitcoms
What
I've
is
seen
it
in a while.
better than that people would think is a heinous take?
Well, let me name the sitcoms I like better
than
Young Sheldon, and then you could assume everything else is worse. I mean, I like it better than like watching like Friends or Seinfeld in the modern day.
Okay.
Like in the modern day, I like it better than those. Sitcoms I love, like I would put in like my S tier sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Okay.
The Good Place.
Okay.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Okay.
Parks and Rec is like either low S or high A.
Okay.
But I would put Young Sheldon in A.
Wow.
I put it as an A tier sitcom.
That is crazy to me.
And I think that's
so you're saying it's better than Modern Family?
I haven't seen a lot of Modern Family.
I think you would like that show a lot.
I think I would. I mean, I've seen clips like on shorts and everything all the time.
Yeah,
but
I think you would just find it like a very endearing show.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Young Sheldon is that too. Like, there's a lot of like feel good moments, and there's a lot of serious moments too. There's a lot of like, I mean, this is spoilers for season 5, but the dad almost has an affair with the mom. Like, they get in a really big fight, and then he goes to the bar, and then the neighbor...
You mean an affair on the mom?
With an affair, yeah.
An affair with the mom would be...
affair with the neighbor, rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was really confused. I was like, are they... I thought...
No. He almost cheats on her.
Didn't it retcon his, like, death or something, though? It retconned something about the Big Bang Theory in terms of the dad.
Sheldon's dad is not in the Big Bang Theory, though.
That's why I think they're like,
maybe
he
they
died.
talk about his dad sometimes. They might have retconned it in that way. They spoil pretty early on that his dad's gonna die. Like, they say it in like season 1. Sheldon just randomly goes like, "I love these moments back when my father was alive," as it's supposed to be like a big reveal. But they kind of just give it away.
Okay.
And now the whole series, you're kind of waiting for it.
Just waiting for him to drop dead.
And then every once in a while, he has like some chest pains, and then you're like, "Uh oh, here."
Now he is. The show is done.
The show is done.
And now it's George and Mandy's first wedding, right? That's the next show?
Yeah, I think so. I haven't even met Mandy yet.
Have you not?
I'm on season 5 now.
Oh, wow. That's
I'm assuming she's going to show up
She's
here.
played by Emily Osment, who I love,
by
the way. I love Emily Osment.
Yes.
She's just a fantastic actress that deserves to be in more.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like her a lot. I don't know her from a lot. I mean, she's kind of done the sitcom
Hannah
circuit.
Montana.
Of course. She was in like another sitcom. I forget what it was called.
Oh, really?
She was in something else.
She was in.
She's done like primarily sitcoms.
No, I think I know it, but I can't remember.
She was in something
my
with like
brain.
Ashley Tisdale, I think. They were in something like not Disney together.
Her and Ashley Tisdale, really?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of Sam and Cat.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking of Sam and Cat. No, what do you mean?
You're not thinking of Sam and Cat?
I'm not thinking of Jeanette McCurdy and Ariana Grande and
I
Sam
don't
and
know.
Cat.
They're kind of they look alike.
They really don't.
All right, man.
They 10,000% don't.
What happened to Yes and?
Yeah, not when you're that wrong. Now here's the real question: where would I put like the like OG sitcoms of like, you know, Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and shit? Not as high, I don't think.
Not really, not as high.
I don't think I would put any in S tier. I wouldn't put any above like Malcolm, Chris. They're my good
You wouldn't
friends.
put like Big Time Rush above Malcolm in the Middle?
Big Time Rush is like a fucking D tier.
What the?
Big Time Rush was not very good.
Dude, come on.
That
Don't say that, man.
That
Don't-
show was not.
Don't
very
say
good.
things you don't mean.
I didn't like it.
You
very
can't
much.
put it back in the pot.
Even at the time, I didn't like it very much.
That's crazy talk.
I thought it was pretty cheeks.
Crazy talk.
It's got the Johnny Test whip cracks because it's the same creator.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
I don't like Johnny Test.
Well, it's literally like Johnny Test in sitcom form.
That's why it works, though.
I do think it does work better than Johnny Test, which is weird because like you'd think with animation they have limitless bounds. They can just kind of
Do
you
whatever.
know, do whatever. But for some reason, like, you know, seeing Gustavo like, you know, fall out of like a 3-story building or something, you know, is like funnier than anything the animation can do.
Oh, it's so much funnier.
Sometimes being constrained by like limits, you know, being restricted in what you can, you know, do, it makes for better comedy.
That's fair.
I don't think Big Time Rush is like bad. I wouldn't put it F tier, but I put it like D probably.
That's shameful.
Yeah, I put it D.
Evil, even.
Sorry, bro.
No, it's fine.
That's also like that's a weird one to lit like over like Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious.
I just wasn't into those shows very much.
Zach and Cody.
To be fair, I was into none of those shows. I was just naming a show that I know people hold near and dear to their hearts to turn you into a villain.
Fair enough. And I, you know, do you think it worked?
I think it did work. I think we're gonna get hate comments. because you don't
Comment down
like-
below if you're a Big Time Rush fan and why you like it better than. I can list like 20 sitcoms that are better than Big Time Rush.
John Hub drops in 5,000 subscribers because of his. Have you seen the Minecraft movie?
No,
What?
I didn't watch it.
What?
I think it's slop.
I mean, yeah, but it's fun schlop.
I think by giving it money, it's going to reinforce it like bad messaging to Hollywood that they can just keep making this type of shit and people are going to keep seeing it.
No, because
It's probably a fun theater experience, right? I'll give it that.
because they already tried to do that with like Madam Web and stuff, right? That's what Sony tried to do.
No,
They tried
but
to-
this is bad in a different way. This is what like Morbius wanted to be
Look-
instead of just what it was in like hype, you know?
I'll be honest. You know, I saw the Minecraft movie. Was it crap? Yeah, it was. Was it very enjoyable crap? Not wholly,
I'm
But-
sure there's some good parts in it, like not Kevin Hart.
but I don't think the film is even remotely designed to take itself seriously. Like
no,
the-
and I'm not gonna treat it like it's Citizen Kane. You know, I'm not gonna give it those bounds. But like if we just compare it to like other Jack Black slop films, like your Jumanjis, I don't think the Mario movie
I think
was.
those take itself more seriously though. I think this movie.
But I think those are way better. Like those are better experiences.
I mean,
They're all unserious, but like I think that those are way better. To be honest, Mario movie, fucking Jumanji movies with Jack Black. Like
I don't know.
There's literally better Jack Black movies where it's just like he's just there for like the star power.
world's biggest Tenacious D fan over here, huh?
It's true. I am.
I don't know. I think you got to give it a shot. I think the movie was not made. I think if we say that slop like that is not allowed, or at least allowed to take a shot, then we are simultaneously denying all forms of filmmaking.
Well, you can have slop
'Cause, like-
that ends up being like a good film. I'm trying to think of a good example, but
Starship Troopers.
sure.
Have you seen that?
I haven't.
Fantastic. I mean,
I'm
given
familiar with
that's a
it.
satire, but like
Yeah.
it is like such a rambunctious.
Yeah, like I'll say that a lot of comedy movies are that, like fucking like Dodgeball and shit, and like
Zoolander.
Zoolander, all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of I don't know, because like I feel like slop is such like a
Yeah, it's a hateful term when you're saying it, dude.
Well, no, it's just such a general term that it can mean literally anything. Like we can just say something that we don't like is slop, and then we can say something that is like low effort is slop or whatever. Like low, they didn't take a lot of time to like flesh out the writing or the story or whatever.
Yeah.
Is slop,
I think that's actually the biggest downside about the film, though, is that it even tries to, like, it even proposed a story. I think by, they try to add a little emotional component at the beginning, and, like, it doesn't pay off really ever.
Yeah.
And, like, kind of undermines the film as a whole, because when you write the character like there is going to be character development, and then you fail to meet that, that is just bad filmmaking.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have the movie, which is like there's a lot of movies like the Minecraft movie in terms of like this is made to just be like don't take it too seriously. It's just like a little theater experience that like everyone can have, and like it's probably gonna make a bunch of money just because of like the IP that's attached to it.
Pretty sure it has.
Or whatever.
Didn't it already make a lot of money?
Yeah, no, like if we're judging it by that metric, sure, it's a very successful movie. I think that a lot of people saw it like very ironically, though.
Yeah.
And I think that reinforces that they can just keep making like, bad movies, and it's okay.
Look,
they can do that, but like I don't know, you can have a good bad movie, and I don't think that this is even going to be. My biggest like fear about this movie is I'm going to see it and it's going to be really boring. It's going to be Jack Black naming a bunch of Minecraft shit for fucking 90 minutes.
Yes.
And that seems to be what it is.
Yes.
So I don't want to see it.
That's fair.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I'm just saying
I don't support it, so I'm not going to see it. Not to say it doesn't have a right to exist, but I think that seeing it or not seeing it could have some potential, power to it and stuff. If people didn't ironically see this movie, they probably wouldn't make another one, and they're definitely making another one now.
Well, there is an end credit scene that indicates the future of the film.
There you go.
Hero
Brian.
No, you want me to tell you?
Is it Alex shows up?
Do you want me to tell you?
I think it is, right? I think I saw something about it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You would be correct.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I definitely like either read something about it or someone leaked the movie like on Twitter for free.
Oh, I love when people do that.
People just
There was
like
when
an
people do that,
unfinished CGI version of the movie.
Yeah, I saw people on
going
Reddit
around.
complaining about that, and then
Yeah.
I was like, well, no wonder it looks like crap. The CGI's not finished.
Yeah.
Like, what face? What do you think?
I'll say this too. You put a whimsical Jack Black song in a movie, it's usually gonna slap, or at least that song's gonna slap. Steve's Lava Chicken fucking sucks. It's a bad song.
That's unbelievable.
It's a bad song.
It's
probably
sorry,
the worst,
John, but that's what I have to disagree with you about.
It's the worst little song Jack Black has ever sung in a movie.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
What's a worse song than that he sang in a movie?
I
Don't say School of Rock. Don't say anything from School of Rock.
Well, no, School of Rock.
You're going to jail then. Peach's song, way better.
Yeah.
Way better than Steve's Lava Chicken.
I mean, I would have to look at all the films that Jack Black is in that he's simultaneously made an original song for.
You won't find anything. Even when he like does like a little cover or whatever, or Steve's Lava Chicken is stupid. It's just it's a dumb song. It's a little 20-second song, and
Wow.
it's just not like entertaining at all. Like it's not like tongue in cheek. It's not like funny. Like Peaches is funny because it's like he's just singing a little love song about this girl that he's crazy about or whatever. Like I don't know. Like all these songs have like at least
Deeper meanings,
a little bit, yeah, like the tiniest semblance of meaning. Steve's Lava Chicken is just like that's the fucking crux of the movie, really. There's no substance to it. He goes
lava.
Steve's Lava Chicken.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
hot as hell.
The people that are singing the Pure Imagination parody where he's just going
Clinton Steel,
chicken jockey, like that's better than anything in that movie. And you're smiling because it's true.
I think it's fun.
I will say I like the fandom, like the meme fandom around this movie. I like I like all the buzz that it has generated, and there's been some good memes that have come out of it. There's one where they take the cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time that he does, Jack Black does for the Kung Fu Panda 4 movie, and it just like sloppily inserts all the terminology from the Minecraft movie. So he's like, I must confess, I am Steve. Like it just like weirdly.
I love that.
Play it on the screen right now. Just play it on the screen.
I am Steve. I'm blazing blocks and shit inside Minecraft. I must confess, I am Steve.
Like the memes around it are good. I think that like just saying chicken jockey, I can giggle. It's like laughing at farts, bro. Like it's whimsical and it's funny, you know?
I agree. I don't know.
I don't care if
Sometimes-
it's like lowbrow humor. That's fine with me. It's just a lot of it's not that funny, and a lot of it is like,
Yeah.
you can tell that an executive was like, keep that chicken jockey shit in the movie. We gotta make this the whole movie.
To be fair,
And then they did.
I mean, Warner Brothers is making the most money they've made in a long time off of it.
Flint and Steel.
Or I think it's Warner Brothers distributing it, right?
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain I'm
Mojang.
correct.
Fucking Notch is getting all the money.
Is he? I don't think he's...
No, he's not even like affiliated, I don't think.
If he was, I would actually be very upset that I even went and saw the movie.
True.
I do not like Notch, bro. Notch is
I don't know if he gets any sort of residuals or anything.
I don't think he does.
Notch, don't come on the show.
I think he fully sold the IP to Microsoft,
I think you're right.
if I'm not mistaken.
Probably for a fucking fortune, bro. He doesn't even need this money.
Yeah, but now he's like, oh, I'm going to make Minecraft too because they're wokeifying Minecraft.
I did hear that.
That they're wokeifying Minecraft?
I did hear that they're wokeifying Minecraft.
Yeah, they got like rainbow flags and like people's rights and stuff
Yeah.
now. It's really a shame.
Yeah, they're like nice to like other people that don't look like them.
Yeah, isn't that... Dude, it's...
Yeah.
Can't believe the industry's going this way.
Chicken jockey, Flint and Steel.
Are you hate Skyrim, right? Haven't we had this conversation?
I'm not a huge fan of it. I've heard good things about the Oblivion remaster that came out recently.
Look, I like the Oblivion remaster. I like it a lot. It gives me that Skyrim itch.
It gives you that Skyrim.
And I love Skyrim.
I've heard a lot of people go on record saying that they like Oblivion better than Skyrim.
I've heard the same.
In the past, and the remaster is probably probably the best way to play it currently.
It is, by the way, it is a remaster. Like, I'm not sure if you looked at any information.
Yeah, like it looks upscaled and everything, and it looks nice.
Well, they didn't change any of the dialogue either. Like, it is all original assets in that regard, which is wonderful in my opinion.
But graphically, it's brand new.
Graphically, it's brand new. Okay. I mean, it looked like... I mean, you see some of the comparisons, and it's like, ugh.
I think they should do that for, like, maybe Morrowind? I don't know. Maybe not.
I think they will.
Morrowind kind of feels bad to play, I'm not going to lie. It just feels too old. Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
That's how Oblivion felt as well on PC. But I saw a lot of people, like, rave about Oblivion just as a better, like, RPG. And I can say, I think it is a better RPG than Skyrim. And, like, I'm Skyrim's #1 fan, you know? I adore that game. I will buy it on every single console it comes out on every single time. And I say that with my chest. But
do it.
But yeah, Oblivion's been a lot of fun to play. Cyrodiil is fun to explore. I haven't gotten far in the like story whatsoever because I just like roaming around and hearing the ambient noises and the Elder Scrolls music and finding a cave and, you know, killing shit in the cave and then moving on. Like it's a fantastic cycle for me. And like I was trying to play Avowed before it came out, before the Oblivion remake came out.
How long is this fucking level, by the way?
Dude, this is
Sorry
one of
to
the,
cut you off,
no, this is
but
one of the Werehog levels. I'm telling you, like these are long. These are stupid levels.
I've been looking at these shits for like the whole episode. This level,
bro. It is long.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, continue.
No, it's okay. We're gonna see. It's probably about a 20-minute level.
Jesus
like
Christ,
it's just
man.
because you have to hunt for the medals as well. Like I could sprint through this and get it done in 10 minutes, which is still ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I need the medals to continue the story. If I don't look for the medals and find them, and like I don't remember where all of them are, I'm still finding them. You know?
Yeah.
Then like we can't progress, and we're gonna have to play it again. And like I'm not trying to do all that.
You ever play the game Prototype?
I have not played Prototype, but I always saw it.
God.
And I was like, man, it looks so cool.
It is a very cool game. I feel like if the Werehog somehow controlled like Prototype, that it would be awesome.
If
But
the Werehog was like Bayonetta, I'd be a lot happier.
True. Yeah, even like that'd be fine by me. It kind of has some of those elements, but not.
Oh, this is
really,
the end of the
you know?
level. for what it's worth.
Yippee!
Once I kill that big guy, I think I'm either done or I have to go up that clock tower. One of the two.
Right.
I think I have to go up the clock tower. I think I lied to you.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
This John
hate
is
the clock tower.
stupid.
I
Cock
fucking
tower?
hate the clock. I hate the cock tower. Me when I play Clash of Clans and I go to the builder base.
The cock tower.
The clock tower. There's a clock tower.
There's a
in the builder
moon.
base. Dude, I've been like fiending Clash of Clans recently.
That does not surprise me.
It kind of like helps me structure my life. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What
Like,
the hell does
it
that
helps me
mean?
like stay more on task with what I need to do. Like having the structure of like having to check in on my, because I'll check it like first thing in the morning and then right before I go to bed. And I don't know, it just gives me like structure. Like the past few days I've been working out every day. I've been
Wow, good
like
for you.
focused at work. I've been working on like content or like, you know, some days I stream or whatever. And it's just been like a good like workflow. It's really odd how that happens. How having,
Is like 2 hours of work, 30 minutes of clan.
yeah. 2 hours of work, 6 hours of Clash of Clans, and then I'm off for the day.
That's hey, not
And
bad.
that's how it goes.
That's a good life right there, man.
I'm joking.
Not that I would be able to do that. My job.
True shit. Well, you could.
No,
You just
I'd lose my
not
job.
for long. Not for long.
I think I can. Yeah.
Whoa.
This is like one of the most nefarious platforming parts of this game, by the way.
well.
Because if you die, if you get too far up and fall, you just die. Like they essentially have a moving
Oh,
death zone that moves up with you.
that's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like the werehog should be able to tank anything. The werehog should be able to land in the ground and like a crater forms, and then you're fine. You know.
That is what happens in the opening cutscene.
That
Good
makes
memory.
more sense.
But I'm, however, a master at Sonic the Hedgehog platforming.
Like,
and
that's
you
why-
are probably amazed at my prowess right now.
Well, let's just get to the end first, buddy. Then I'll be impressed. Let's just first try it. Then I'll be impressed.
Oh.
Okay.
I got it.
With the save. Yeah,
think I have
like
to
that's my biggest
go-
issue with the werehog. It doesn't feel powerful. It doesn't feel like it's.
It doesn't exude power.
It really doesn't. It doesn't feel like it has any sort of weight or power to it.
Doesn't. I can tell
And
you.
it's got like Mr. Fantastic Marvel Rivals vibes
Oh,
sometimes.
Good point.
I don't know how else to describe it. Although I heard he's better now. I heard in season 2 of Marvel Rivals he's better now.
I have not played it for what it's worth, and I was on that Marvels grind.
Yeah, but I played a little
And-
bit this season, season 2.
Well, so I started playing Split Fiction, which we talked about
Yes,
last
yes,
time,
yes.
right? Great game. So because I'm playing that with Marietta, we're playing in my living room, and
That's your Rivals space usually, but not
no,
anymore.
my bedroom is my rival space.
Oh, I
and because
see.
we have a roommate, it feels wrong to like be on the mic and like
Right.
hogging the TV with a competitive game.
Yep.
Not that she watches too much TV on the TV,
Yeah.
but still.
Even so, you don't want to be in like a public sort of area.
Yeah, it just feels weird.
the
Like if she
apartment. No,
walks
I feel
out in the
that.
living room and then I'm like, oh, on me, Sue Storm.
I feel that.
She's on me, she's on top.
I feel that. I'm always like
She's riding?
I'm always like beating my meat like in the living room and stuff.
Well,
and
it is the gooning game.
I feel like no, not to the game. No, I'm not
Oh.
even gaming in this scenario.
You're beating your meat in the living room?
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like should I be doing this right now? Should I maybe just go somewhere else and do it?
It's kind of fun to do in the living room, though.
Yeah. Something
By the way,
about it, man.
you should applaud me for making it through that entire section.
You're not done yet.
I made it through that section, dog. That's what I'm saying.
It's not over. I'm gonna wait till you're at the exit, then I'll celebrate.
So watch this. The clock ticks, bro.
Whoa, the clock moved. Hey, I wonder if you could walk on those hands.
Thanks, Chip.
Did the hands
That was actually a
move at
really
all?
good voice for him. No, it doesn't.
It's just my voice.
That's why it's a good voice, bro.
Why? Because it's shrill, it's annoying, and it's like that of a small creature. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like yeah.
You got my name on it, dude. You got my read.
Sounds like yeah. So if we're not playing Split Fiction on the show, we should play It Takes Two.
I was thinking a way out.
I hate A Way Out.
What?
We've talked about this, I thought.
We have, yeah. We should play It Takes Two. That would be fun.
I
And
think
that's something we could do remote as well, if that, needs to occur.
Perhaps. No, I need you here.
Uh,
I need you here. Sorry, no remote work.
as an FYI,
Yep.
we'll see about that one.
No remote work, Addy. Sorry.
None.
No remote work. Sorry.
Damn.
You can't be a hybrid employee here at the Hub Corp.
But hybrid's what's in, dude.
Nah, not here.
Well,
See, this is the problem with this generation. They don't want to work anymore. They don't want to go into the
yeah,
office for no reason. And even though they can do all their job from a computer or their cell phone.
Well, that's just the laziness talking, you know?
It's
Again,
true, it's true.
This generation
Back
doesn't
in
wanna
my
work
day,
anymore.
we'd wear a fucking $6,000 suit and go into the office, and we'd have to fucking iron it and take a hour-long bus ride or train ride all the way to work. So everyone's lazy now. Everyone...
I just know you love that 1824
Dude, I love the number 1824.
minute timer.
That was hellish.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And people, fuck with this game heavily.
People be speedrunning this, dude. It's crazy.
Not possible with these levels.
Unfortunately, it's not.
With these levels, they call that like a normal paced run.
A normal pace run. I'm curious what the I gotta go back to the professor. Yay! All right, dude.
Woohoo! I like the Werehog's frosted tips.
Well, he's got some good hair.
I guess so. Oh god, they're hitting that shit.
Yeah, they're hitting it and they're making Amy dance, and
I feel like Amy doesn't want to be there.
Amy doesn't. She's saying help, and she's like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
This is when we unlock side quest, by the way.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
And is it just running through the same levels?
No, it's running through the town. So if you take a picture of a guy and you got the flash on, he gets blinded and the ghost comes out of him.
And then you fight the ghost.
And then you fight the ghost, yeah.
There you go. This is very Yakuza coded, where they're introducing a bunch of side content as part of the main story.
They really do that. This is like
do.
Spider-Man 2 coded when they introduce a bunch of side content as
It's
part of the
true.
main story.
It's true. I really don't like that.
I hate it.
Every side objective, they have some sort of fucking
That was the mission, by the way.
side thing.
I
That's
beat
true. They
up
don't.
4 ghosts.
That was really good. That was a really fun mission.
yeah.
You know why? Because it was brief. Because it was short. And yeah, and we like that.
I thought it was more boxer, personally.
What?
Because you said it was brief. I thought that was good. You're going to tell me that wasn't good?
Okay, I'm back.
Did you like his Spider-Man getaway?
That was really good. That was really good. This game is Spider-Man 2.
Sonic?
This game is of the same quality of Spider-Man 2, the game.
Of the same ilk?
Of the same ilk. No. Weren't they going to do a Venom game?
Yeah.
Are they still doing it?
No, probably got canceled.
That's sad.
Yeah, a lot of the theory is that Insomniac canceled or deferred a lot of the content it had planned. Or they had planned, I should say, because of the leak. I don't think that that's true. I think they were told
I
to focus
doubt.
all of their efforts on Wolverine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And apparently, I don't want to take pictures, bro. Apparently, the Spider-Man 2 itself is lackluster, according to a lot of people. It's still very good. For
No,
what
I think it's
worth.
great.
But the first 2 games are better. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man Miles Morales are better games.
Yeah,
than
oh, definitely.
Spider-Man 2, in my opinion.
Spider-Man 2 just feels really good, though.
Oh, it feels great,
it's
but
got
it's not.
It's got the game feel.
I think as a writing, it took a downturn.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's just too much going on, and we had a whole conversation about this.
Yeah,
But
but
we've talked enough about this. Let's talk about Professor Pickle now.
my goat.
Yeah, top 3.
He said I gotta go to Chunan.
What are your top 3 things about Professor Pickle?
He loves sandwiches.
Love sandwiches. We know. Yep, we've established
He
that.
is a master of the Gaia manuscripts,
Okay.
and he has a name named after a vegetable.
There you go. There you go. That's your favorite. This is your 3 favorite things about him.
3 favorite.
I like how hot he is. Personally,
he's kind of a John, dude. He
Is
can
that-
get it?
is that what they're saying? Is that what the kids are saying these
That's
days?
what the kids say. Yeah.
It's true. I don't think I've heard that word other than from you, honestly. Lately,
Well, that's because it's
in the
you know,
past 3 years.
It's an Addison original.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I'm an.
Is your name Philly?
I,
Is your name?
yeah, that's actually my birth name.
My name is Philadelphia.
Fillerson.
Yeah.
Is the full length name.
Fillerson
There's
Delphine.
another. There's a John, bro.
There we go.
Filler.
Yeah, Fillerson Delphine.
Filler of the Oracle of Delphine.
There you go.
Like that one?
No.
Fuck you? Question mark.
Yeah. What are we playing? Schedule 1.
We're not playing schedule.
What?
I don't believe in games that glorify illegal activities.
You're killing people in this game.
You're not. All right, I need Lynn's
Yeah.
permission. Hold up.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Lynn? Okay, I don't care. You're not Lynn.
Okay.
Are you? Oh, you're Lynn. Oh well.
That's my goat right there.
Now I gotta listen to my elder.
Of course, bro. When
Why-
is it ever the
what's
second
wrong?
option you gotta choose?
I don't know. Sometimes. Okay, the village elder. I'll find your elder.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh, heavens.
Head to the entrance stage. What's the treasure?
What's the sitch?
Is
Hey, Wayne, what's the sitch? Bum bum bum. See, you non-elder millennials wouldn't know. Impossible.
Can I be honest?
What's up?
I know of it. Don't care for it.
Why don't you care for it?
Never watched it.
So you don't know if you don't care for it.
No, I do know that I don't care for it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't care for it because I know that.
Why?
Because I ain't watch it.
What part of it don't? That's
If
not,
I cared for it, I would have watched it. Right?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you don't know if you don't care for it. Why don't, like, you have to have, like, a reason other than I haven't watched it, so I don't care for it.
No, you can say you don't care for something because you just haven't experienced it. No?
No, I don't care for it means, like, you don't really like it. Like, I don't care for you. Does that just mean I don't know you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't think that. But it'd be great if it did because then it would you know, it would please my point.
I mean, there's not really, like, an opportunity you've had to watch it if you didn't just, like, watch a bunch of Disney Channel around that time. I feel like that show hasn't had that big of a lasting impact, at least for, like, Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, I was, watching it.
Well, you're an elder millennial.
I'm an elder millennial myself, so
To be fair, I think there's a lot of
39.
I think there's a lot of content that Gen Z had to experience at once.
What do you mean?
Like, Gen Z growing up, they had like courage and shit. Like it was just crazy,
Yeah. We had all sorts of stuff. You know what? Honestly, we had all sorts of stuff.
We had so much stuff.
The Gen Z kids, Blue's Clues. Gen Z kids, fucking iCarly. That's the most Gen Z show of all time.
Uncle Grandpa.
That too. Yeah, I think iCarly, like, if you were on Family Feud and they were like, name the most Gen Z show of all time, iCarly. Name a more Gen Z show.
I'm thinking. Give me a second.
You can't.
Teen Titans?
No.
No.
It's not more Gen Z.
Sweet Life?
It's a pretty Gen Z show, but it's not more.
I don't know. That might be more Gen Z.
I don't think so. It's more. iCarly's more Gen Z because it like directly like it's being like a fucking YouTuber and shit is like such like a Gen Z like aspirate. We invented wanting to become influencers.
That is true.
Gen
so Alpha, thank us.
Like I think it had like its finger on the pulse of like internet fame and those type of ideals.
No, it did.
Way like before any other shows really did. Like that show kind of like took that sort of aspect of online.
How much time?
5 minutes.
We're going to end it here.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to end it in the middle of the level.
Fair enough.
The audience will be lost.
Right?
It's not very abrupt. It would be very abrupt if we ended in the middle of the level.
You're always asking me. You're always telling me, "Hey, that's really abrupt." But you going, "How much time do we have left?" And
Well,
then you go,
how
"We're
else
gonna
am I
end the
supposed to say?
episode."
You want me to look up?
And done.